Hello everybody, it's GameChamp360 here, and I'm about to show you my new Minecraft creation. Now, what I have here, it's creative mode, so what I have here is an Olympia shotgun. Now, what I did is I created this contraption and put it in a little gun I'll show you here in a second. But what happens in this contraption is, as you can see right here, I have an inverter. And whenever you press the button, the redstone goes all three ways. Now when it goes this way, it turns off that torch, turning on this, shooting the dispenser filled with arrows. Now, this row, all it does is it goes into here, makes a never-ending circuit, which continuously turns on this. Sorry, there's a thing in the way. You didn't see that, by the way. This shotgun up there, which goes through this. I don't even know if that's called an inverter. I think this is the inverter. Yeah, it is the inverter, but goes into this block, turning off that, making this piston pop up. That's all that row does. Just makes this piston turn off. Now why that is needed is because while that's happening, this redstone's going to go this way, and as you can see, boop, boop, redstone can't go through this block, and thus it stopped. But whenever you press the button, as you can see, it fired a flaming arrow over here. And this redstone went this way, stopped, but then this lifted up the piston after that redstone stopped, making the circuit be complete over here, and thus now the redstone will go to it. Okay. Now, next what's going to happen is it's going to turn on this never-ending circuit also. And that's going to send a current down this way, around here, and to this area right here, which inverts the signal and turns on this torch, which will make this make this torch be off, even when that one's even when that one's off. So that's what's going to happen whenever I click this button again. See, as you can see, the redstone went that way, came, and it turned on this so that this would not turn on. Now watch, even when I click this, see, you can't hear it fire. You cannot hear that thing fire because it's not firing anymore. It's just sitting there, and the button does nothing anymore except send a signal out that just stops right there and then just does nothing. Okay. So next, I had to make, don't pay attention to that, Olympia reset button so that I wouldn't have to break each of these circuits every time, this one and that one, every time I wanted to reload it. Now this is the reset button. All it does is, whenever I made these circuits, I put one of the things up or down a level. See, right there for that one, and right here for this one. This one also would have worked, but I use this one. Whenever you click that button, it sends a signal up, which puts this piston down into the way of the circuit, turning that off. And over here, it goes over here, pushes it down in the way of the circuit. which turns it off, which reloads the thing. So let's see. I'll show you it didn't work. See, now that thing's back down because the power is not on it again, which restarts the whole system. So now I can go. Let's see. Well, if you click the button too fast, it shoots 3 times apparently. But if you shoot the button at a normal speed, it won't do that. In fact, wait a second. I'm gonna turn this to easy mode, or peaceful. I mean, so monsters won't spawn at night, because they'll just get in the way. I can actually change this maybe, so that it doesn't do that. I don't know if I'm not for sure. I might be able to. Let me just switch this real quick. Okay. So now it's reset, I think. First bullet. Second bullet. No third bullet. Now, after I created this, I made this thing. It goes from the least is 3 blocks thick, besides it's like its trigger and its sight, and some other like this is the trigger, and a trigger guard. And then it goes to like 8 blocks thick, I think, maybe 9. I think it's 9. And it's just a giant shotgun. And all I did is in this area right here, I put one of those, and I just made the redstone longer in certain places. So this is where the button is now, and it goes into here and does the same thing as it did over there. And then up here is the reload, wherever you crack the shotgun. And then over here is where I actually have the redstone connected to multiple things, because Olympia is an 8-shot, so it's connected to this, even though you can't see it actually fire, because you're way over there when you're clicking the button, way over there, and you can't even hear it from that distance. But yeah, when you click that button, all of these fire, and it's exactly that same circuit down there, except it has more dispensers. Now, I want to show you this too. This is just a little tank I made. I don't like how dispensers have to have that redstone torch beside them to work. But, this is the tank. There's a control pit, and then there's the gunner's place. Click this button to open. See? And down here is the area to get inside the tank, and here's just some random controls I built. See the glass panes out the window and everything. And the guns actually work on this, as you can see I had dispensers. And I'll show you the guns on this. They're machine guns. Then you have to wait a second to reload, because if you just do it, it doesn't work. But if you leave it there for a second, it reloads and shoots that many things. And to get out, I put the button in a horrible place. but it's up there. And that's why it's a horrible place, because you gotta keep missing. Don't pay attention to this. Oh, there we go. If I was on creative mode, I would have been hurt by that. If I wasn't. Apparently I have a bunch of signs in there. Now over here, I haven't finished that yet. This is a TNT cannon that I kind of tried to make it better. Didn't quite work, but yes, yeah, that's an explosion. This is my MP40. I haven't actually made the actual gun in the air, as you can see. Only that's up there, but I'm gonna make this later. See, yes, still in progress. Sad face. But this is more complicated than the Olympia. You click the button, it goes over here and goes onto this circuit that is infinite. It's an infinite circuit. Just like it's one of those blinking ones, you know. But if you're noticing and you know this stuff, you know that this is like too fast for you to use a button on if you've tested it. Because just a button on something like that will not work. So what I did to make the button work on it is I put this, which cuts the button's length in half. So whenever I click the button, that will come down before the charge goes completely through, and it'll only allow half the charge through. And then send it into here to continue around this circuit, which goes over to here. Turning on this and shooting the arrows, which don't know why I made it out of that, but I did. Now, to control how many bullets this has, I hope I didn't destroy anything. I thought I did, but it might not have. To control how many bullets, you have to have all of these repeaters, because for each one of these gives so many bullets. I mean, this is just 32 bullets here, but as you can tell, some of these aren't at their final thing. In fact, all these last ones aren't. But this is 32 bullets. It takes this many. It's not an extreme amount, but it's a lot. And whenever it does that, it does the same thing as the other one. Makes an infinite circuit, which goes over to here. Follows this, and then turns this off. I mean, turns this on, and then, I don't know why I said off. And then stops the flow like the other one did. And that's what this does too, it stops the flow halfway. So, here's proof that it shoots exactly 32 bullets. And I'm going to have to put this into an MP40 looking gun. See, 64. So that's going to be perfect for an MP40. We'll have 32 bullets left. It's not extremely fast, because I don't know how to like make the speed of it increase. I know it's kind of loud now, it's shooting so many bullets, but it has pretty decent accuracy, and that should be all 32 bullets. And you see, 32 left.